Hey, what is going on, you guys? I hope you guys got a message earlier today. I am actually killing the day. Look at this beautiful view, and today is the first of the series about core training. And what I want to do today is going to show you really quick some simple exercise that, despite the level of fitness that you're in, this will actually get your core optimal level. Okay. Now, the reason why we're starting this is because a lot of people have been nudging me directly via messenger about getting neck pain with their core strength exercise when they do their work, and also their back getting injured. So before we get started, I want to share with you guys four things before we get started. Number one, if you haven't done yet so, go to my blog and check the quick self test to see what level is your core strength at. Okay, that's one thing. Number two is basic. We're gonna try to keep it simple and stupid and slick, right? So, meaning the exercise that you'll see today is not gonna be like the ones you see on Shape Magazine and Muscle and Fitness. They're all gonna be based because I had patients done it. I had multiples, if not hundreds, of clients gone through it. So they're all based clinically and biomechanically effective. Okay, and yes, nutrition play a role if you're looking for slim down and kind of have that chisel torso look. So nutrition does play like 70% of it. But if you're trying just to get your core strength and your core endurance back to par, that's what this series is about. Okay. Now, here's the third and most importantly, we're gonna work on your core muscles. And when I refer to core muscles, we're gonna be training from the kneecaps all the way up to the shoulders. Okay, because those all your core muscles, your butt, your hips, your abdominal cavity area, and of course your back muscles. Okay, but primarily today, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take you guys through, which is the number four thing, is simple tools or objects that you can use for under 30 bucks. Okay, this is one of my favorite. This is the one I love to send my clients with. It's known as the bender ball in the industry. Leslie created it over a decade ago, and you can find this now at Target. Okay, you can find them at Target. You can use a yoga mat today because I'm out here on the trail. I'm just gonna use my little towel there and one of the start blocks, and I'm going to talk you guys through three different levels, like low key, medium, and kind of a higher level. And then the last part, which we might not have a chance today because it looks like the sun's coming down. We're going to use that bench back there where I have attached some tubing, resistance tubing for the strength component of it. Okay, so let's get started. Now, keep in mind, every time you want to work your abdominals, like your abs per se, you want to close. I'm gonna put the camera down here for a minute. Oh, sorry guys, I don't mean to kind of make you dizzy, but I gotta do this real quick. But you want to, in theory, close the gap between your last rib and your hip bone. That's where you want to close that gap. So you want to close that gap. So it's not about bringing the knee up. It's closing this last rib and the pelvic. Okay. So that's what we're going to be focusing when we're working on strengthening the abdominal muscles. Secondly, and most importantly, the abdominals per se, they're going to be in charge of two major things: strength and endurance. Strength, so you can really protect your spine and everything around it, right? And work your posture, and endurance, so you can do it for a prolonged period of time. Okay, so leave any comments below as we go along. I'm going to try to talk less, cue you guys more, and hopefully you guys enjoy this, and I'm going to share that with my private group. So definitely leave any comments, questions primarily, so we can cover it throughout the week. Okay, so here's the first one. The first one is going to be placed for the lower level people, and you're going to place it between your shoulder blades, believe it or not. I'm going to see if I can lower this down a little bit so you guys can see where I'm going to be placing it. I'm going to be placing it between the shoulder blades. Okay, so let's get started. And you hear a timer, and the timer is set up for about 15 or 20 reps. Okay, and as it gets comfortable at your own pace, 15, 20 reps, you want to start adding outside resistance, either medicine ball or weights or resistant tube that we're gonna be doing. But you want to start adding resistance and challenge the muscle. Okay, but we're gonna try for 15 to 20 reps. This is for the low. Then we're gonna go middle of the back instead of the shoulder blades. We're gonna go mid back for that medium, moderate level person. And for the more advanced, we're gonna go to the low back. Okay, and you'll see. And we're gonna work for right now on flexing, closing the gap between the last rib and the pelvis. And then we're gonna work on the obliques later, probably tomorrow. All right, let's go. Let's do it. We're gonna shoulder blade here, right? And then we're gonna go back to neutralize it and then close that gap. You see that? So we're gonna close that gap between the low back. Okay. So I'm gonna do it this way so you guys can see it a little bit better. Whoa, sorry you guys. So shoulder blade here. Here comes my timer. So, and hopefully you guys are seeing I'm closing the gap here between my back and the cement block here, even though I got a little towel there. And this is perfect, especially if you're finding like you have neck pain. It's probably because you're not strong enough yet to have something on the small of the back, so you can support your neck and your shoulders and really focus on closing that gap. Okay, so second level, moderate level, is going to be right between the shoulder blade, same motion, closing the gap between the last rib and the pelvis. Okay, so here we go, shoulder blade, or sorry, mid back, and we're closing again now more on the small of the back tailbone area. So here it goes. Now this is going to be a little bit more challenging, right? But by now at this level, your neck muscles are able to stabilize your neck more, so you don't have to do this whiplash action, right? And you can really focus on closing that gap. And the beautiful thing about it is that if you're having a bad day where it's hard for you to complete it, you can always go back to the previous level, to the first one, the shoulder blade. All right, so now the last level is the small of the back, and that's the one that you really want to close from here to here. Okay, so again, we're gonna go fold it in and then back. And notice I'm not going all the way back, right? I'm not hyperextending, I'm just right to the neutral spot. So close the gap and back. Fingers are light, right kind of behind the ear, but on the skull, not on the ears though. Okay, so those are the three levels for the abdominals. Again, the first one, the one on the shoulder blade, if you're having neck pain, that's perfect for you. If you tend to have back pain when you do your abdominals, then the second level. And if you're kind of like okay with it and you're like, you know, sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't, go to the last one, the lower back or the tailbone one, so you can challenge it. And if it's too much, if you're having a bad day, you can always trace back to the previous level. Okay? Now, like I said, you know, this week we're going to focus completely on the core muscles, you know, and that includes the obliques, which we're going to go over tomorrow, probably tomorrow morning, if that works for you. I'm going to see how the comments come in and how many people go to the blog and do their self-test, and we can laser focus more this training for you guys. But if you guys got any questions as far as the core muscles, definitely, most definitely, post them below or message me like you guys been doing lately, and I would love to cover them for you. Again, we're going to cover all this week core related items, core training, core questions, and whatnot. And at the end of the day, you got to feed and feel your body right, so your rest of your body actually can behave the way you want it. Okay, I will talk to you guys later, tomorrow, probably in the morning. I will say about 10 a.m. Pacific time. And again, we're keeping the toys to the minimum, especially because I know some of you travel a lot. All right, so I want you guys to be able to be consistent to do this. All right, guys, talk to you guys later. Thanks for joining. Bye bye.